Ugh. Okay, so today we're doing the exhaust on the ST. I got an AWE track edition. I'll show it and give a little bit more detail. But I'm gonna talk loud because the fan's on. It's hot, so hopefully you can hear me. First time being officially like up under the car. I got a catted downpipe, or like a high flow cat downpipe from a friend. So we'll take the catted downpipe off. Hopefully the V-band cooperates. And then we'll take off the whole back exhaust. I'm gonna start with this bracket here and this bracket here, and then this front section. I've heard that you have to cut the rear section to fit over the back exhaust or the axle, so hopefully we won't have to, but we'll see. But you can see over there AWE and the high flow catted, I believe it's MBRP with a defouler piece for the O2 sensor. Okay, got the two bracket things off. The first one's 6 bolt, well 4 bolts, 2 nuts, and the other one is 2 torque screw nuts. And I also took off the front like brush shield or whatever. So we got to get these 2 off here, and they're pretty rusty. And then I've heard that you have to cut the stock exhaust, and I looked at it, and I definitely think we're gonna have to cut it. But there's a spot that I think is like where they welded on the car, so that won't be too bad. So we'll start with the exhaust and pulling that out, and then we'll pull the front, the downpipe out. So I'm gonna take these 2 bolts off here now, right up here, these 2, and then I guess cut it. So yeah. Can you go give me a 15mm wrench? Oh, they're so rusty. Yeah, I think I'm gonna brush them off and spray it with WD-40 and let it sit for a second. So I'm just using a wire brush, and I'm gonna spray it with like rust penetrator stuff, so it breaks down some of this rust, so I don't worry about stripping it or rounding it or anything, because I think I'm gonna have to reuse these bolts. I didn't get any new ones, and I don't know if the hardware that comes with it is for these or not. I haven't looked. So this stuff is very good. It's like PB Blaster, but it's like better. It's good stuff. And it smells yummy. So that's it for a little bit. I might actually put some on the upper downpipe as well, the part that connects to the V-band of the turbo, because that's really rusty and don't want to mess that seal up. So actually I think I'll probably do that as well. Hello, Governor. So got those 2 bolts off on the flange up there. Very difficult, very rusty. Hammers and sanding and rust didn't help. But got big dead blow. That did the trick. If you don't have one, buy like a 4-pound dead blow. Harbor Freight has them. They're orange, rubber. They got sand in the head, so when you swing it, it hits harder. Good investment. But so that's There, done. Back to the first hanger behind the resonator. It's a pretty big resonator. Gonna pop that off. I don't have exhaust hanger thingies, so I just use channel locks, kind of to make them bigger. And then put one end on the like bolt side and the other end on the rubber, so kind of crooked, and just squeeze them, and it'll pop it out eventually. And you can spray some like WD-40 type stuff in there too, it'll help. So I'm gonna get this off, and it'll probably start to sag, but I'm gonna need to cut it. I really don't want to cut it, but it's gonna need to be. But let's see if we can get this out. Let us see. These channel locks are so rusty. I should take better care of my stuff. Moving, but it's not coming off. Pliers are tricky because it's got to be like in the perfect spot, otherwise it just slides. It doesn't do anything. But that did it. Also helps to move the exhaust, so it's not actually pulling all the weight on it. And then just to pull it out. Oh. There. Cool beans. So, and now to the back. Do you want to crawl back up there and realign those holes? Dude, they're red. They look black, they're red. Does that mean the car's fast? Starting to get pissed off at this car. Shouldn't start going well. God. Got the exhaust out. You do have to cut it right here and then fish it out. I just used the angle grinder and we got it cut out. Muffler is a little tricky to fish out, but you just gotta wiggle it. 2 people definitely helped, like the awesome girlfriend. Yeah, so this is out. Gonna work on the front downpipe then, and then put this one on. So yeah, I hope this came with hardware, the exhaust, but we'll see. The next step that we are doing is trying to find the O2 sensor plugs. They're way down deep in here. I pulled out the sound imposer tube. When I did this on my friend's car, we undid the connectors first. I almost want to try to take off the downpipe and then find where like it pulls on the wires. I feel like that might help and give us a little bit more wiggle room, but I feel like it also might make it harder because of that. Bianca's down there, but I only see one wire and I don't even see where it goes to. This is like the hardest part people basically say. So got the stock cat out, switched over the O2 sensors. They were a bitch to take out, but we got it. Need to take the bracket off, and then we'll feed this up in there and attach all this and then put the exhaust on. So we got the downpipe on. It was super incredibly impossibly hard to get the V-band back on, and I messed up the threads, so I had to fix them. And then the stock little studs that bolted on, got a little hanger on, are also like not there because they're on the stock cap, so I had to get new bolts that fit, and I had to fix those threads. But V-band's on, mounts on, this bracket's on. Now we get to do the exhaust, finally. All right, so we got the AWE kit. I love it. It's so cool. Comes with a little lollipop. Got the chrome tips because flashy boy. Got her all in there. But here is the first section, the front resonated section. This is the track edition. So we have to reuse that front exhaust gasket, which I put right here. To reuse this, and they supply hardware, so we'll put that on there and keep it going. Tips are on, exhaust is on. They send these cool little metal like washer things that you can tighten so that it doesn't slide back and forth on the hangers, which is cool. And we tightened all the clamps up. It's on. We have those 2 cross members and the shield to put back on. And then we should be done. Gonna double check everything and start it here in a second just to make sure